Hello, Americans, other friends, subscribers around the world. So we're back again out here. It is so nice, man. Just great. Did have a little bit of a chill this morning. Little what I call a kindling fire, just to take the chill off from this kitty. Sit in front of it, man. Don't have to worry about the firewood situation no more, man. So have to put the screen on, drink our coffee in front of the fire. Man, yesterday was just amazing. Absolutely wonderful day. Today is actually going to if you can see over there, I'll probably film a little bit of it, but I'm gonna clear out. I gotta clear off the picnic table and get it situated. And I'm gonna set up just a little, get the stove and stuff out here, because we're gonna cook up the trout and the morels. We're gonna film that, doing that. We didn't have that last night, and I think I said that at the end of the video, that by the time we got home, or got out of there, which we came out, we were home way before dark. I think we ended up rolling back under the Homestead. That light's blinking every time, man, never fails. But I think we rolled back onto the Homestead around 6 last night. Well, here comes that sun, man. Woo! We're ditching this thing, man. I'm gonna ditch it right now. But been waiting for that to come out. It's time to cut off sleeves and shorts. But okay, maybe not quite yet. Changed my mind. Still a little bit chilly. So I'm gonna set up that picnic table, and I think we're just gonna use a Coleman stove on it, get it situated. But we got back last night about 6 o'clock and ended up editing that video. Oh, I think I got it. Well, I didn't put it on till tonight by the time, because, man, you gotta go. Man, if you do these videos, it's such a time-consuming thing that, you know, I don't edit much or do the cutting and clipping and all that, obviously. A little bit. Actually, I ended up cutting because we had about, I think I got that down to 35 minutes, and we had, I think, almost 2 hours of, you know, video and footage. And I know when you get over every time that I get over the 40-minute mark, you know, some of you like the long ones, but some of them are, that's too long. So, then, you know, I thought about doing a 2-part thing, but, you know, there was a lot of, because I set up the camera yesterday, you know, for the fishing, and just let it roll. So that takes up a lot of the footage and stuff like that. But anyway, so I'm gonna turn this dang camera off. I'll probably put it over there and chat a little bit later when I get the area cleaned up. But man, I got 1,000 things I want to do today, man. That spring hits and I'm just like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this. So got to do all that, and then I actually want to put man, I have the whole winter, well, actually since the green bean, because when did it stop running? I don't remember exactly. Well, actually I do, because it was after, just a couple weeks after we got done with the fence line. So I'd say around the 1st of November, and because we, you know, of course, recycle, and, you know, not reclaim, I'm talking about like you know, the plastic jugs, milk jugs, and tea jug, you know, and all that stuff. And so I have not ran to the recycler, and man, I won't even show it. But to get this area cleaned here, and I got jugs galore right now, so I'm actually gonna load. We probably got, I'd say, probably 2 truckloads of stuff to take to the recycler, because up in the little town, man, they got one of these nice little recyclers you pull in, throw your stuff in. It's not somewhere you recycle like aluminum and get paid for it or nothing, just a drop off. So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on this wood, and hopefully even a little building today, we'll see. But I want to start getting the flooring and get the sink set in the cook shack and get new windows. You can see that we're on the edge right here, because right behind this is where the bathtub is. I'm actually changing out all those windows there and gonna redo that wall. So we'll get after it, and I'll clip back in here in a few. Now, girls are a funny species. You thought I was doing one thing, and then she came out here, and now I'm doing something else. She's decided now we're gonna leave this fence right here for a while until I get the gypsy wagon pulled out of here. So I gotta get the tires put on it. Another one of the things on my list. But now she's decided she wants me to take this fence down so that we can back the van up right here and have access right here. And so now she wants another gate when I put this area up here, another gate to come into the garden area. So I said, yes, ma'am. So that's what I'm getting ready to work on now. So my plan has changed a little bit from what I was doing a minute ago. But I learned a long time ago, keep mama happy. Because if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. And if daddy ain't happy, nobody cares. You thought that last night crawler that we found was big. This is actually a worm snake. This is one of the most docile snakes, man. If somebody for a kid or something, you know, is wanting to have a pet snake.
Can you circle it around so that the head and tail are together so you can see how they look so much alike?
Let's see how much they've... The first one that I ever seen was actually up on the outskirts of Idaho City years ago. And man, it really freaked me out. I'd never seen one. But these things, man, are the most... after I'd seen that one, I started reading on them, because I got books and stuff on them, and found out that this is one of the friendliest docile. It's almost like a sloth of the snakes, man. Just slow and easy. But I moved that... beautiful. That orange. But man, the tail's what makes it really look like a worm.
Yeah.
But he's just awesome.
His head's down in the shade. I want to see his tongue. If we can. There you go.
See?
Yep, there we go. That was a good shot of his tongue coming out.
He's awesome. And I'm going to go let him go. But he, that's actually the first one I've seen on the property. And he was actually curled up over there. I'm moving all that stuff from Miss Kitty. And he was curled up underneath a piece of metal. But we call them worm snakes. I think Kitty emailed Cara because she's really into the reptiles and stuff to see if there's a different, but that's what I call them, man. It looks like a big worm. I'm gonna go down and let him go down the creek. I love them. Look at how his little crinkles.
Yeah, I was watching that. His little folds.
Yep. The sloths of the snake world. Howdy. So, didn't film, forgot to film through the day, and the whole, it's all Miss Kitty's fault. Are you smirking behind the camera?
I am.
But, we kind of had changed the plans. Like I said before, as you can see, that section of fencing and stuff is gone that was behind me. Obviously we didn't do the cooking. What happened, Miss Kitty?
The day got away from us.
It did. Man, it flew by. We got a lot of stuff done today. Kai, look at, come here. Look at how pretty Kai. Miss Kitty gave Kai a bath. But what, that dog? Yeah. He's so awesome. I'm gonna get him all dirty for you.
That's okay.
And then the panels, I've been out pulling okay, so I got the fence down here. Tomorrow we have the kids are coming over to help will work on the food for us, and in between of, because we're going to be moving a bunch of dirt, going to hand dig dirt and use the green bean and ride Tim's truck, but haul dirt. And then I got, what was it, that? I guess it wasn't the county that was chipping, it was a company that was up here.
Yeah, it was for the power lines.
Yeah, but a couple of years ago they were cutting limbs off power poles and stuff. They come up here, what, every 3 years? Is that what they said?
I think so.
3 to 5 years. They come up here and cut limbs that are, you can't decide if you want your glasses on.
No, I was just above his head right there, those white blossoms, that's our wild plums.
Oh, yeah. The
See 'em?
plums, yeah, they might actually do.
I know, yeah.
But anyway, so I had them on the other end of my property. I stopped and talked to some of the guys that were driving the chippers, and I thought I was going to end up just getting tons of loads. I think I ended up getting...
Well, we got in on the tail end of their
4 loads.
run.
Next time I'll be on top of it and have them fill up that whole area, because I have a spot out there that, man, once the summer gets going, man, it dries up extremely. Eventually I'd like to catch rainwater for that side of the property to water. That's a whole other side.
So we did not cook the fish tonight.
Oh, is that what we were talking about?
Yes.
I get sidetracked, Miss Kitty. Did you see me in that one earlier in this video? Don't think I didn't notice it too. Earlier in the video I put my gloves on, and as soon as I get the one pulled up, I start taking it off. That's what happens when I sit talking. Then I stick them in my pocket.
Yeah.
I thought, what the heck are you doing, man? So I noticed that. But anyway, yeah, so we didn't get to do the fish. We did do the morels. The few morels that we picked, and they were delicious. Miss Kitty did like a
onion sauteed with the mushrooms
beans.
And then green beans.
Yeah, we get these, or when the season's off, when we haven't got enough, obviously we don't have any left over from last year, but we buy these organic green beans at the grocery outlet store that
frozen.
To die for. Man, they taste, man, dang near as close to going out to your garden and pick them. They're great. But and then I was just watching Deep South Homestead, and we started our, because we're up north, and okra is more of a southern thing, Man, I love my okra. That's that Cajun thing, But we have starts in there, man, and our okra starts are getting pretty high. And I was watching Deep South here a little bit ago, and listening to him while I was listening to him while I was listing. And he was saying it's 60 degrees or something for okra. So I guess we're going to have to put ours in some bigger pots and wait, because we're far from 60 degree lows. That's overnight lows. So
and it's a good thing I didn't know that when I planted it down there in the valley, because I just planted it.
And we got okra.
Yeah.
Well, they're also saying that if you put your seeds in, but like down there they get so much rain, so then your seeds may rot in the ground.
Right.
But here,
we're dry.
You could probably plant the seeds, but I don't think you'd want to plant the plants. Basically, the temperatures were almost the same as tomatoes.
What I read was that if you are going to plant the seeds in the ground, that you have to soak them in water for at least 24 hours prior to planting.
You better give Danny and Wanda a phone call.
They'll
set you straight.
That's what it said for
I think we're a lot of.
That's what it said for Idaho growing.
Oh, really? All right, I ain't getting in the middle of this.
No.
This is like a north and south.
Well, I didn't do that when I made that's not how I did it when I did the starts. I just put the starts in my pods.
Just cause?
Without soaking them. I didn't soak them.
Oh, and this time? Oh, really? You're getting a little spunky.
Yeah, because last year when I tried to grow okra, I was unsuccessful.
Last year? We had the plants. We had the ones, but they didn't grow.
Yeah, it wasn't success because
that was actually 2 years ago.
I did it the same way that I did it when we were down in the valley. Is why.
Yeah, that's another thing. From here to when we were down the flatlands, it's a huge difference too. Yeah. Man, our growing thing is pretty dang short up here.
Yeah, I'm still.
But anyway, they were saying too though that the pretty close to the tomatoes.
Put them out at the same time.
I think our starts, now that we've got our starts, is to we'll bring them out here and plant them out in front here about the same time that we decided to put
the tomatoes in the ground.
Plants in, so that's pretty close. Anyways, we didn't do that video, so we ended up eating the morels and ended up, which I don't like doing it because I like to eat them fresh, but I haven't smoked any. Well, obviously, because last year I didn't even catch any dang fish because I didn't go fishing much. But my smoker, man, I got to get. It's time for some smoked fish. So I actually put those in the freezer, and as soon as I catch a few more, probably do a video of smoking some fish. But we will, Miss Kitty, we will do a cooking video or two. So we'll be doing some cooking outside. It's just hard for her to do the cooking videos in the little kitchenette thing we have in there. Are you getting chilly?
Can you see the goosebumps from there?
Yeah, it's so cute.
I'm shivering.
Temperature's dropping, but anyway, so we'll probably get some footage tomorrow because grandbabies will be here and the kids will be here, man, and we'll be hustling and bustling, get the rest of this stuff cleaned up and stuff some planted, and then the next day we're going to, all of us and the kids and the grandbabies are going to go mushroom hunting and fishing. So that's the plan. It sounds great.
Yes, it does.
So good Lord willing and the creeks don't rise. We'll be back again tomorrow.